Good morning and welcome everyone to Do More Life. My name is Jeremy Clodfelter and thank you for tuning in with me. If I can find my AC remote, I will turn down the fan speed so that, yes, now you don't have to hear my air conditioner running as much. Hey, is anybody out there? We live? What's up, Ty? Good. I have a majestical feeling that the internet is going to hold up this morning, so I'm excited for that. Cody, good to see you, man. You speaking to the camera before it goes live. What do you mean? Bark, hi, Jeremy. No, nobody's here, says Mark. What are you talking about, Ty? Does the audio not sound good? Is there a problem? I can see you. I can see you. If there's a problem with the audio, let me know. I have my external mic hooked up to it. Oh, I started talking before it went live. My bad. All I said was just the introduction. This is my name. This is my channel. That's cool. Okay, good. So I'm glad everything's cool. Patrick, hola. Hola to you, man. Now, I have got a whole bunch of coffee, and this is some of the best stuff ever. Hey, Parky. By the way, this is like, and I'm not sponsored by these people in any way, but this, I think it's called Oshi, I believe. This lemon tea stuff, it is like the best liquid ever made that you can drink. It's like so cool. All right, so my phone might bounce around a little bit because I've kind of got it sitting on a little rig there. There we go. Let's try that. Monday, Thailand. That is awesome, dude. I am glad that you are going to come in, and I hope you have a good, very, very, very good, safe trip. Happy Dog says they now have an extra lemon flavor. Oh, don't tell me that. Hey, Donnie. Too sweet for you, says Ty. Carlos, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. Appreciate that very, very, very much. Jay says hello. BB says hi to all. I want to get started talking about Jomtein versus Pattaya, and hi to that, man. I hear you. My admins are usually pretty good, so for sure. Do you miss cheer wine? Are we gonna start that again? Really? Are we gonna do that again? I, I don't want to remove you this fast, but if Ty, if you see any more of those chair wine comments, just boot them. Let's see. Scott says, "Did you see the short dust up dramatic video of Ren and Chichi fight? They are. I know who they are. Uh, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Okay. Goodbye, Jay. All right. Now, so." BB says, I will fly to Thailand tonight and we'll be in Pattaya tomorrow. Uh-oh, you're going to be there for a week. You better pay attention. So, hey, Fuad, good day to you. Hey, where would you rather retire? If you had to live here long term, not necessarily, a retirement thing or like you were going to stay forever and ever. But if you came here and you had a choice between Jomtein and Pattaya, which one would you stay at and why? I'm very curious. I want to know. I want a discussion. Cody says, is Jomtein the northern part of Pattaya? It's actually southern. Yeah, but their Thai says southern. So I'm going to tell you my thoughts on it, and then I'm going to tell you why. John says Jomtein, and I agree with John. Here's why. Happy Dog says none of the above. Look, man, you ain't got but two choices, okay? That ain't what this video is about. Anyway, greetings from Kernersville. Thank you. North or south Pattaya? Probably south, I would say. Scott says after that, okay. I will, Scott. We're not talking about drama today. We're talking about Jomtein versus Pattaya and where you want to stay. All right, Fawad, I've been to Pattaya. That's why I can say Jomtein for sure. No, it wasn't. Cody says it would be like the nightlife, but not live, but not live in it. Okay. So here's the thing. Hey, Richard, what's up, man? Thanks, bro. And Jomtein for sure for you. See all the what you find. Greetings from Canada. Greetings to you, sir. Uh, we're not doing Pattaya versus Samui either. We're doing Pattaya versus Jomtien, and we're going to talk about how to travel safely using bot buses or songtals or taxis or minivans. We're going to talk about prices, and we're going to talk about all that good stuff. So we have all of that to look forward to. Now, Jomtien, Pattaya, well, let's talk about Pattaya first. Pattaya is a nightlife, I agree, Fabe, Jomtien to retire. Pattaya is, or Pattaya, is a destination where you want to go have fun. Agree, Jeff. It's a place where you want to live for the excitement. It's a place where you want to go and get it all out of your system, so to speak. Have all the fun in the world that you can possibly afford. It's a place where you go. You can't, if you're a man and you go there, that's it. Hood, he's a hood famous. I love that. Pattaya is a game where we're just the players. Pattaya is a facade, and you have to remember that when you go. Pattaya is a place that will make you feel like somebody you're not. And for me, that is not a place that I would want to retire in because A, there's too much temptation to do something really stupid there. Hey Sass, what's up, man? Happy Saturday to you. There are too many ways to get in trouble there. Carolina Hillbilly, what's happening? There are just simply too many bad things that can go wrong in Pattaya. So for me, if I'm going to retire or stay long term in Thailand, it is without question going to be in Jomtien. The reason for that is you can take a songtao or a bot bus, whatever you want to call it, and you can get to Pattaya in, I think, 15 minutes, and it costs 10 or 15 baht. I can't remember. Ty will tell me in just a second. I think it's 15 baht. Eric says everyone knows what happens when opportunity comes to us guys, rather not be around it. That's it. Richard says I hit the lotto, it would be Pattaya and a nice high-rise condo. If I hit the lotto, it might be a little bit different because I would have money. 10 baht, says Ty. I would have the money to travel around and do those things. And do a lot of things that I haven't got to do. And I've spent quite a bit of time in Pattaya. So, but there are a lot of things to do. Like I never went parasailing there. It just costs too much. The island tours are expensive. I was fortunate enough to have some help with those, which I greatly appreciate. Poggy says, hey man, long time no see. I've been busy. Good to see you. Well, good to see you too. Thanks, man. Jeremy, are you in Pattaya now? No, I am not. Me busy. Hey Jay, pretty short to the start of our adventure. After Greece, we're headed your way. Advice for 3 women, 70, 50, and 10 for a first visit location. The women are ages 70, 50, and 10. Is that what you're saying? Before I answer your question, let me make sure that's what you're saying. No, baby, I don't live in Pattaya. That's why if you've tried to contact me elsewhere, I probably told you that I will do my best to get to Pattaya. Cody says, bot bus looks safer running around town, cheaper. Your run into town may take 30 minutes instead of 15. And if you have a day you just want to chill, Jomtein sounds like that's where it would be to live. Yup, me busy says, yup, and he's exactly right. I stayed in Jomtien 4 weekends. One of my subscribers was gracious enough to allow me to stay in his condo for 4 weekends straight while he was out of town. And I stayed there, and I have to tell you, Jomtien, and I had a motorbike, so it was perfect for me. Because getting back and forth to Pattaya from Jomtien on a motorbike is just, there's nothing to it. There's so many great places to eat, so many places to relax, so many places to go to and do things in Jomtein. Like Fraser's, for example. I was turned on to Fraser's by Richard. Richard's the guy that told me to go eat Fraser's. Sorry, I was thinking about something while I was talking to you. And it was absolutely fantastic. Rob Bradley says, "What's up from North Carolina? From New York, bro. Is the rain swamping you now?" Not now. Have you tried Hemingway's yet? I have not, man, but I keep hearing about it. I'm gonna have to do that. David, good morning. Live stream much easier to watch when you're in Thailand. I hear you, man. I'm gonna try to get up there and see you soon. Yes, Fraser's for sure. BB says, "I heard there are lots of Russians there, and I rented a place in Laguna 2 weeks where I saw on YouTube that so many of their live in the complex. Any problem makers?" I have to tell you, I have seen a lot of Russians in Pattaya, but I've never, ever, ever had a problem with anybody there. Yesterday in the mail, this is just a little side note. You guys know I already had the AIA emergency plan card, right? Up to $1 million baht accidental insurance. Yesterday, I got the AIA, this is the full coverage card, the whole 9 yards, the medical coverage. I'm going to be doing a video on that very soon, breaking that down for you, telling you what all it involves, and how you can probably get to your local AIA person. Let me catch these comments. Me Busy says, "Yes, Jay, those are our ages, 70, 50, and 10. Okay, for a first time stop, I don't know, man. If you just had the 50 and the 10, that would be different. But the 70, I don't really know. You want to go somewhere that's definitely has escalators and that kind of thing. So maybe Terminal 21 would be a good stop. There's definitely a lot to see in Pattaya in Terminal 21. A lot to see in Terminal 21. It's big. There's a lot of people there. A lot of cool shops and stuff like that. So that would be my recommendation. Cody says, "Still interested in Kamala. Not too many daily YouTubers with info on southeast side of Phuket." Yeah, that's true. That's true. Thinking about getting over there at some point. There's not a lot of anyone in Pattaya laughing out loud. Show us your food stamp card from the U.S. Oh, that's hilarious. Who would bring a food stamp card to Thailand? What the fuck? Oh my God. By the way, I've never had a food stamp card. Hood says, "Eric, there's one in Phuket, best MMA gym." Oh, somebody asking about Muay Thai gyms. I don't know. I haven't done the whole Muay Thai thing. Wong, you can Thai, you can delete him completely. Richard, did you just super chat $9.99? Because I think you did. Thank you very much, my friend. I greatly appreciate it. More life, absolutely 880. Hood says, "I'm trying to remember. I think Tiger Muay Thai. I've heard of that before." Misplaced Texan says, "I believe she meant what cities would be good for them." Oh, if you're coming down to Bangkok, then enjoy Bangkok. Bangkok has a lot to offer. I would just chill in Bangkok for a few days because you can do all kinds of things there. Go to MBK Center and walk around and learn some of the area around the Sukhumvit area. That'd be awesome. Ride the BTS and the MRT and all the way out to the Purple Line, out to the river, and have fun. See some stuff. Go out there, get on the boats on the river at Bangkok, and take the river boats up and down just to see what it's like. They actually have riverboat taxis out there. That'd be pretty cool. Me busy. She says, haven't you heard 70, the new 45? I hear you. I hear you. Uh, yeah, Richard, the super chat's definitely on, man. It's definitely appreciated. I appreciate that very much. Uh, in Rahway, there is AKA Thailand. Okay. Geo, hi ho, Jeremy. Hello, Geo. Good to see you. Jeremy, how long does it take from Pattaya bus terminal to Jomtien by those vans? Uh, from Pattaya bus terminal to Jomtien by vans? I wouldn't say more than 30 minutes. Would you, Ty? What do you think? I wouldn't say more than 30 minutes. Headed up by Mike Swick. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about now, Cody. I got you. Hood Famous says, I'm in Phuket near Patong Beach. Well, then you know what life's all about. 880 says, Max Muay Thai and Pattaya is good. There you go. There's a lot of gyms in Pattaya and in Jomtien, by the way, guys. There are a ton. If you want to stay physically fit, that's another thing to look at, too. And the prices vary substantially depending on what you want to do and what kind of gym you're looking at getting into. Okay, the guy that just sent me that PayPal, I want to tell you I love you and I appreciate you, and that really makes me feel good, and I genuinely thank you for that, because that was quite substantial. And that made my day, man. I appreciate it very much. David says, I was impressed with the cinema size of Central Festival. Okay, if you're in Pattaya, this is one reason you will like Pattaya. Go to Central Festival, go all the way upstairs, and go to I did a video on this, go to the cinema. To the left is the VIP part of the cinema. And if you go in there, you have lounge chairs, you have futons for couples, like real futons. They give you blankets, pillows, popcorn, drinks. Everything's included in the price. It is super. The sound is like 7.1 Dolby or something. It's incredible, man. And everything's in high def. It's all in English. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Superb. Absolutely superb. MBK, the temples and floating market. Yeah, in Bangkok, absolutely, I agree. David says, just read that. Cody says, how was your week at work teaching? Same as always, man. You're welcome, me busy. I hope that helped. Richard H. Been to Thailand 10 times in 4 years and can't wait to go back again. It's an amazing place. It is an amazing place. Thailand's a wonderful country. I'm trying to send you, Dwight says, $50, but it's not working. Are you trying to send it on Super Chat, or are you trying to send it on PayPal? Try to send it on PayPal. I guarantee you the PayPal link works. And if you're really trying to send $50 and you send $50, I'm really going to give you a big shout out, Dwight. Let's see. Richard says PayPal was me. Yep. Okay. I didn't know if you wanted me to mention your name or not, but thank you very much. That was a very nice contribution, and I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. You caught the Thai bug, man. I don't know what that means. Greater theater, no doubt. Yeah, it is, Tommy. It's nice. Eric says, what is the best and worst purchases you have ever made in life? In life? That doesn't have a whole lot to do with Pattaya and Jomtien, I don't think, but I don't know, probably one of the best purchases I ever made was my investment in my education, so I could get a bachelor's degree and get over here and do some of this stuff I'm doing now. And one of the worst purchases I ever made in my life was probably, I don't know, a car that I didn't need, something special that I went way into debt for that there was no reason to have, I guess. Let's see, Gio says VIP SFX Cinema is the shizzy of the Hook Bros. That's a lot of code in there, but yeah, I know what he's talking about. Hood Famous says, I only been alone to Bangkok and Phuket. Do you think going to Pattaya alone is okay? Yeah, man. I went alone a whole bunch of times before I started meeting people. I actually made about like 80% of the friends that I have here, that are friends and acquaintances, and the vast majority of subscribers that I've met here in Thailand have been in Pattaya, because I spent so much time there, and I enjoy it. No, don't get me wrong, but the channel's moving. The channel's getting ready to do some things. You guys are in for some serious surprises coming up. Trust me when I say that. This is not a bullshit recommendation. I'm not filling your head with some stuff. DoMoreLife is about to really do some more life, and give you guys some opportunities to do some too. More to come on that. And I'm serious, guys. I'm serious. Very serious. Hood says, I only been, okay, just answer that. Training with, see, I can't pronounce your name. Hey, DoMore, I am moving to Thailand, Vietnam the next few months. Any advice? Yeah, watch my videos. No, I'm just kidding, man. Save as much as you can, pack as little as possible, and think with this head. That's the best I can give you. Yes, you should ride bikes through Chiang Mai. That's awesome. Hey, James, I'm always call you Jim, man, because I can't get the James thing to come out right for some reason. Well, I said I would be there at the beginning, but about that time that you came on, we had a big thunderstorm. Okay, we went out. That's okay. You're here now. That's all it meant. Training with says, then maybe go to Vietnam to teach in Hanoi. Hey, go. The pay rates are certainly better in Vietnam than they are here in Thailand. That's for sure. Cody says, back to Jomtein versus Pattaya, which is where we need to be. Thank you, Cody. Is it kind of like comparing downtown to the beach, more laid back area? It's kind of like comparing like a suburb to a city. That's the way I look at it. I look at Pattaya as like a city, right? Like a small city with a whole bunch of stuff that you can do in it. But it's also hustle and bustle, and a lot of negativity can come from Pattaya. Doesn't have to. I don't care what anybody says. You can take a family vacation to Pattaya if you want to. I'm video coming on that too, by the way. But Jomtien is like the laid-back suburb of Pattaya, and the beaches are cleaner. Everything's just a little bit different over there, to be honest with you, and it's just cool, man. It's just cool. And it's very much laid back, very, very, very much laid back. Super chat is definitely working. I can't your name, man. I can't have your name up there, dude. Sorry. I don't know. I might be able to keep it. Let me see. He spelled it okay, I guess. I don't know why it's not working. Maybe because it may be because you are in Thailand. If you're in Thailand, it won't work. I don't think so. If you are that interested in sending contribution to the channel, then you can always do that through PayPal. I would greatly appreciate it. And so would the channel, obviously. And anybody that has anything to do with the channel. Eric says, what is the weirdest thing you have ever seen in someone's home? Eric, are you trying to do everything you can to pull me off of my topic? Alonzo, what's up, brother? Thank you very, very much for the super chat, man. Much appreciated. Much, much, much appreciated. Thank you, and thank you again. Have you explored the Isan region of Thailand? I have not, but I will. Training says, I'm coming over with about 150K USD. Is that enough to live for a long time? Yeah, you're going to be okay. Tommy says, beach is very much in Jomtien. Yeah, you definitely want to go to the beach in Jomtien for sure. Absolutely. Purple Nurple says, hello, Jeremy. I am trying to send super chat and it's not working on my end. If it's not working on your end, you can always, the PayPal link is in the description of this video. you can always send it through PayPal. Some countries won't let you send super chats, and I appreciate very, very much the people that have sent super chats. And if you want to kind of contribute to content that's being made on this channel, I greatly appreciate it. But you can always send it via PayPal. It's real simple. You just click the link and hit the whatever you want to send, and bam, it's done. I would think that it would be the country you were in, though. Hood says, training best investment you can make. It's not investing in Thailand. Keep most accidents in the States, most assets in the States just in case. I'm not sure if you meant trading or not, or trading or training, I'm not sure. Hey Merle, let's see, stuck in Florida. He will get more of the money through PayPal than Super Chat anyway. That's very, very true. That's very true. YouTube does not take, PayPal does not take as big of a cut. Richard says, Jomtein has been the best Italian restaurants I've ever eaten at. I agree with you, man. I ate there. I cannot remember the name of that place. Next time you get over this way, make sure we get together so we can go eat some Italian food. We said we were going to do that last time. We never did. Training says, okay, say you were going to date in Thailand. What are some do's and don'ts for nice dating and respectable real lady? Not anything superficial. Same rules that apply everywhere else. Get to know her and make your own judgment. That's it. I have some videos on dating on this channel. Tommy, thank you so much, bro. Just got your PayPal. Thank you. I appreciate it very, very much. Purple Nurple says sent. Okay, thank you. Eric says this is for the Oakleys. Hey man, gotta put something over my eyes, right? The polarization lets me look at the screen and I can actually see it better. Let's see here what we got. Train says Hood Famous was talking to me. Oh, okay, gotcha. Cody says watch many food channels on Thailand. Andrew Zimmerman lately is Jomtein more of old school type food. Seems like once you get out of the city, you get more authentic food. That's the thing I love about Pattaya. You can get authentic food in Pattaya, or you can get non-authentic food in Pattaya. I really, really, really like. By the way, did I say thanks to Eric for the super chat? Thank you very much, man. I really, truly appreciate that. But you can get the authentic food pretty much anywhere, Cody, to be honest with you. JJS says, what's your degree in? My degree is in health communications. Dwight says, hey, training. Okay, he's talking about, hey, JJ. And JJ says, hey. BB says, you missed my question, Jeremy. I'm sorry, bro. Type it again. I'll get it. JJS says, I used to live in Thailand. I lived in Bangkok for 6 years. Well, tell us a little bit about it, man. And thanks for sharing. Ruby Ridge says, they're talking to other people, have you attended any Thai cooking classes yet? If you're talking to me, the answer is no. I can't eat Thai food anyway, so attending a cooking class is not really on my agenda, to be honest with you. Maybe I'll meet a girl one day and she'll teach me how to cook. Whatever message you're trying to send, BB, Ty is rejecting it and he's closing it off, so you're going to have to reword it and send it in another form or fashion. Okay, I think he's answering you, BB. Ty-tastic is actually answering you right now. So, Ruby says, for the fake Oakleys, Jokeleys. Yeah, man. Of course they're fake. Why would they not be fake? You bought them off the street in Thailand. Of course they're fake. Is that supposed to be a shot at me? Or is that supposed to be a big deal or something? JJS says, I came back to the U.S. to save money, but I really should have gone to Saudi or China for teaching. I've heard a lot of things about Saudi and China for teaching because I'm getting to know a lot of teachers that have been in both places. Dean, what's up, man? How is Dean Wilson doing today? It's very good to see you, my friend. I haven't seen you in chat in a long time, so I hope you're doing well. Richard says, I'll take you to the Italian food in Jomtien if you zip line off that Jomtien tower. No problem. You done. Done deal. You just have to help me record. Tommy says, thumbs up, everyone. Let's make this a great weekend for Jeremy. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Always appreciate the thumbs up. JJS says, I lived in Bangkok from age 27 to 33. Wow, that was a good age to live here. In Bangkok, you can make a lot more teaching than other places in Thailand. I was able to make $2K a month. That you must have left out a zero or something, or you must have left out a couple zeros, because $2K a month is nothing. You can't do anything with $2K a month. I'm sure it was a typo. Cody says, where I say I'm still considering Pattaya is because the rent is half the price of Phuket and I have a budget. Yes, I agree. Phuket and Kamala is very much some of the most expensive places to live in Thailand, from the best of my knowledge anyway. And I would have to say that Pattaya is going to be much cheaper than those two places. Jomtien, it really depends on what you're looking for. Jomtien is like, you can find some reasonable places there. They're hard to find, but you can find that. And if you guys that like stay around the Jomtien area or have stayed there before, feel free to tell me if I'm wrong or whatever. Let's see here. Susan A., what are the Thai girls like? They're like any other girl. They just have a different culture set. It's just different. All I can say is different without going into detailed explanation. It's different. I'll give you a brief example. In the Philippines, you meet a girl, she takes you immediately to the family, right? And then the family approves whether or not you're good enough to be her boyfriend. In Thailand, the girl, you go out with the girl 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, however many times she wants to go out, and then she decides whether or not you're good enough to meet her family. That's one difference. DoMoreLife is the man. Thank you, 88. Very much appreciate that. Dean says, always miss the lives, but catch the recordings. Thanks, Dean. I'm glad to hear that, man. 2K is... Oh, you're talking about 2,000 US dollars. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about baht, JJS. My deepest apologies. Yeah. 60,000 baht is a good living, because I live on about half of that. So, getting out and going toward Bangkok is something that I've considered for a while. The way teaching work here is, or the way it works here is, you get 3 2-year waivers, but if you switch schools during those 2 years, you lose a waiver. And eventually you have to get a Thai teaching license. So I don't know what I'm going to do at the end of this year, but maybe I stay, maybe I go. I don't know. We'll see. Happy Dog says, Susan, Thai women are like all other women except they're from here. Tranny says, I have a master's degree in business and currently work at the director of department at the University of Florida. Do you think I'm able to find work? Yes, no problem. Absolutely, no problem. Master's degree, you're good. Paul, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you. Pyro Matt says, hey, Jeremy from Australia. Hello to you, sir. Faith says, Happy Dog, so correct. That's true. Mitchell says, can Richard suggest any hotels to stay in at Phuket? Richard, have you ever been to Phuket? I'm not sure. JJS, $2,000 a month in Thailand is like making $5,000 a month in America because of the cost differences. Yeah, I agree. That's pretty close. I agree. Hood says, Thai girls are playful, fun, and respectful to their men. That is also true. They do like to have a lot of fun. In fact, they're very playful, but you have to be careful with what you say in humor, because if you joke with them and they accidentally take it the wrong way, you're done. It's over. You didn't mean to. You didn't do anything wrong. It's not really your fault, but it's over. you can forget it. Once they lose this much face, they might as well have lost it all. But they are very respectful to their men. I do agree with that. And I have dated a couple girls since I've been over here. I just hadn't been able to make anything last because the first girl stayed in Bangkok when I moved, and then the second girl is now traveling around the freaking world trying to make money for her family who lives in Isan. So, Band Queen JC coming to Pattaya in November. Can you recommend a hotel in the $30 range within a mile or so walking street? Go in the description of this video and look at the DoMoreLife hotels map. That will help my friend, and it will also give you recommendations on where I've stayed. There's a playlist called Hotel Reviews that I've done, and actually Richard helped me out with a couple. Right off the top of my head, I would say Secrets, but Secrets is no longer Secrets. They changed it. Near Walking Street would have to be something. I'm not sure. I don't want that. Go to the map. Check it out. I think you'll be fairly happy with that. Hellfire Missile. Hey, Jeremy. Hello to you, sir. I assume you're a sir. Susan says, but there is no, we don't use that word ever, never, ever. Remove. We don't use words like that on here, Susan. Sorry. We all know things happen, but we don't use it on here because YouTube does not allow it. Hellfire says, fake sunglasses will ruin your eyesight. They're fake, that's true, but they are polarized. So they're good for my eyesight, actually. When I look at the phone, it's much better when I have the glasses on. I can see your comments so much better. JJS says, yeah, in Bangkok, you for sure can make 60,000 baht. I'm positive. I am too. I've seen the ads for it, so pretty exciting. His sunglasses are not fake. I'm pretty sure they're fake. I bought them off a street vendor. Yeah, one more of that word and you go. Hellfire Missile says he admitted it. Yeah, of course I did. And Susan A. been that way since the Vietnam War. That's true. Hellfire Missile says yes. JJS says they want an education degree if you stay more than 5 years. They do want an education degree, so they want to transfer your whatever degree you have into an education degree, then they want to transfer it into a Thai license. Now, the way to get around that is to just go ahead and get your master's and certificate, diploma, right? Get your master's diploma or certificate in international education. And if you do that, then you're good to go. You can teach anywhere in the world and without having to go through all of the Thailand steps. But you're right, JJS. Very, very right. Stephen, good to see you this morning. Hello. Happy Dog says, Susan, the amount of women who work in the nightlife is due to the poverty and the acceptance in the culture. That is absolutely 1,000,000% accurate. 100%. JJS says, Thailand has far less poverty than a lot of other countries that can't use that word. JJS, that last word there, can't use it, buddy. Sorry. Let's see, where were we here? Hood says, yes, they take jokes differently. Yeah, they do. JJ says, Thailand is a middle-income country. That's fair enough. Richard says, not a fan of Phuket. I found it dirty and expensive. I went once for 2 nights and will not go back. There you go. Happy Dog. Yep. Cody says, the highest paid teaching job I've seen in the last 3 years offered is 45,000 baht a month, and that is with a master's degree, experience there, and willing to teach something other than English. Nah. Trust me, I've seen much higher than that with much less experience, Cody. I promise you, bro. JJS says, I went to Shanghai because I considered working there, but I hated it. A lot of people hate working in China that don't think they will, but they do. There's the map right there for you guys that were wondering about staying near Walking Street or where I've stayed at in Pattaya or where I've stayed at in Bonpei, one of my favorite resorts. The I don't want to mispronounce it. It's like Bunham and Shui, I think is how you pronounce it. There's the whole playlist on this resort, okay, and it's just outside of Rayong. So go check that out. It's on the link that Ty just put up there where it says DoMoreLife Hotel and Resort Reviews, and he's got the link right there, and everything's on that that I've stayed at and done a review on is on that link. JJS talking to Cody. Steve says, "Hey, when you get a chance to call me, I have a plan for you and the East Side." I hear you, Steve. I bet I get your messages, but you call me like when I'm asleep, and I never have a chance to return your call because I'm waking up getting ready for school the next day. So I'm very, very sorry about that. Try to catch me at a different time, man. Hellfire Missile says Shanghai is a much richer city than Bangkok. It might be. I have no idea. JJ, a job that you can live anywhere in the world is a dream, and that's awesome. That's it, man. That's it. That's why I'm so keen on potentially getting a master's degree, but my hope is that my new projects that are coming up are going to far outweigh the long-term teaching here in Thailand or anywhere else for that matter, and hopefully I won't have to go through that. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Happy Dog says, Susan, you are correct, but as long as there is a demand, there will be someone to fill the supply. I assume what you're talking about, but there you go. JJS says Shanghai is a lot worse than Shanghai, in my opinion. Okay, that didn't make any sense. Susan, learn from the Thai ladies. It's gonna save you. Very good. Shanghai is a lot worse than Bangkok, in my opinion. Don't know, haven't been, but I'll take your word for it. China have passed a new law where you must have a perfect, clean police record. Okay, good. That means I can go to work in China. JJS says people love going to Thailand. They don't love going to China. There's a reason why. I would have to say I agree with that. And I've talked to one of my coworkers actually came from working. They worked in China, then they worked in Taiwan for a while, for like 5 years, and they said they would never go back to China. Happy Dog says even before Vietnam, slavery and indentured servants, there's long been history of Thai. Yeah, I'm gonna delete that comment just because the words moved in it there, Happy Dog, but we got your point there, bro, and you're right. JJ says Vietnam, Cambodia, and Thailand are much nicer to visit than mainland China. Hong Kong doesn't count, I understand. America is a poor country, the debt, LOL, yeah, if that's the way you want to look at it, for sure. Charles, good morning. Are you in town next Friday? Possibly. JJ says, I would say if you were making less than 20 an hour in the U.S., you would be better off living in another country. So, throw some sticky rice on the ceiling. What do you mean I'm skipping? Oh, the phone is? Hood says he stayed in Phuket for 25 a night. U.S. national debt's over 10 trillion. None of this has to do with our topic, but we're just rolling. We just got 3,000 stolen in Shanghai and food poisoning cough. Be sure to check out the link that Ty's posting there. Wow, Saster's got it nailed down there. Anything else on Pattaya versus Jomtien and traveling safely? Well, I want to talk about, that's what I was trying to get back to, Ty. So, my thing is, for me, if I decide to make Thailand my permanent home forever, I would retire in Jomtien and have Pattaya right down the road. I mean, it just makes more sense. Much quieter in Jomtien, cleaner beaches, places to swim. The older crowd is in Jomtien, so for me personally, I'm going with Jomtien for sure. And let's talk about traveling in just a second. Steve says, I know Saturday today, keep it up, let's do this. I turned down $3,800 a month in Saudi. Woof. They must have had some really strict rules. Happy Dog says America's rich. They have put everything on credit cards. There you go. Alright, nothing, national debt, whatever. I went to Thailand. Thailand felt like home. China took everything from me. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm just going to remove this one because you said it like 3 times. So, that's why the U.S. dollar, okay, we got different things. Don, what's up, Don? Good to see you, my friend. I'm going to be up your way sometime soon. Not sure exactly when, but I'm going to get up there for sure. Oregon, what's up, buddy? I've seen enough of Chinese people in Thailand to know I don't want to go to China. That's nothing. I mean, hey, fair is fair. If you don't like it, don't do it. Get your Master of Arts. If other things do not work out, you always have this to fall back on. I absolutely agree with you, Thomas. Very good advice. Very solid advice. JJ says, hey, Thomas, Oregon, same. Los Angeles, San Fran. Would like new teaching info. Okay, we'll get some teaching info coming for sure. I'm not sure what JJ's comment meant. The vibe between Jomtein and Pattaya, where are you treated best and feel safer? Where you're gonna feel safer in Jomtein. I don't know about treated better, but you're definitely gonna feel safer in Jomtein. But Pattaya itself is not a. I don't feel unsafe in Pattaya. Okay. Happy Dog says, why is being close to Pattaya important? It's not. It's only important for the context of this video because I said Pattaya versus Jomtien and then traveling, which we're about to get to. So being close to Pattaya is not important thing. You don't have to be close to Pattaya. You can go live somewhere down south. You can go to Koh Samui or wherever and judge it that way. Let's see, where was I? Thomas says an MA or MS in any subject. Okay, I agree. 88 says you want easy access to Pattaya when you feel the need to party. And that's my thing. If I lived in Jomtien, I would have the option to be really close to Pattaya if I wanted to have a good night out and a good time and go out with the guys. That's my only reason. JJS says, I messed up. I chickened out of Saudi. I thought I couldn't handle working there. I don't blame you. I've heard a lot of negativity that comes out of there. Exactly, Don. Pattaya's good restaurant, shopping, everything, man. Happy Dog says you can party in most cities in Thailand. Yes, that's true, but we're talking about Pattaya. Paul, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Very, very, very much appreciated. I really appreciate that. You guys are doing awesome on the super chats today, and I thank you so much for it. I really do. You have no idea how much this goes to help the channel, and I don't know what else to say except I'm just very grateful. Charles says, Jazz, I've sent you a message to your messenger. Okay, I'll check it out. What city is dark side in? There's a dark side of Pattaya, but the dark side of Pattaya is not the dark side like you would think it would be a bad side. It's actually like the more quiet side. Don says, and he's talking about Pattaya, he says it's safe here. I walk around all the time, no issues. Dark side's in Pattaya. As Don said, Gio says, I'll be in Pattaya in October. The wait is killing me. The anticipation is killing you. That's what it is. The anticipation of what could happen, what might happen, and what you have planned to happen. That's what's killing you, Gio. It's coming though, man. JJS says you can live in Bangkok and go to Pattaya every weekend. It doesn't take long. That's also true. You can take a bus from Bangkok to Pattaya, but it's for me a 7-minute motorbike ride is better than having to get on a bus and pack stuff and everything else, or pack my motorbike full of stuff and come down from Bangkok. Just my personal opinion. I'm not saying it's right. That's just my opinion. Thomas says, have been coming to Pattaya from 1966. Never had any trouble, but then never looked for any. Just walk away. Hotel's okay. Never anything stolen. Me either. I've never had anything stolen from my hotel either, Thomas. Good info, man. Thank you very much for that. Paul says, I know several Filipino nurses that worked in Saudi and not one liked it at all. Very controlling environment. That's what I was kind of getting at, that I didn't want to say, was the control of the environment. There's a lot of it apparently that goes on in the Middle East. There are great paying teaching jobs in the Middle East. Great paying that I've seen, but I'm not sure that I want to live under the laws of the land there. I'm just not sure, because it's just different, way different. David said, beef eater steaks are amazing. I told you they were, man. Keith says, you are not allowed to vacation in Saudi. I call that a clue. You are not allowed to vacation. So I didn't know you weren't allowed to vacation there. Oh, happy dogs talking to Gio. JJ says, yeah, but you can make double the pay in Bangkok. Oh yeah, if you're talking about teaching, absolutely, definitely, you can make double the pay. You can make double the pay way before you get to. You can make double the pay at what's the name of that school? Reps in I think it's in Banchang, I believe. You can make double the pay there as well. You can make 60 there. Up toward Bangkok, there's a province out there a little bit north that you can make starting pays 52K, and I'm talking about baht. So there's a lot of options. 88 says, why would you want to live in Saudi when you can have 100 times more fun in Southeast Asia? That's a good question. Stockpile cash and then leave. Well, that's a reasonable answer. Sass says, you work in SA if you want to hunker down and sock away tax-free money. Nobody goes there for fun. Hey, I've never been. I'll take your word for it. Hilton Horizon or Hilton Edge dinner buffet, you pick, my treat. You talking to me or Happy Dog? Because I'll definitely take you up on that offer for sure. I have to get out that way and see you guys anyway. Let's talk about traveling real quick because we hadn't talked about that yet. So there are a couple ways to get around Thailand. One is by rail if you're in Bangkok. The others are going to be taxis. Yes, it's tax, Cody. Teaching pay is tax, but there are some caveats with that. I'll explain to you at another time. Minivans are the way you take. The way I take, anyway, kind of intermediate trips. For example, if I was coming from Satahip to Bangkok, I would take the van because it would be like 150 baht maybe, or 160 baht, and it's a one-way shot. You don't have to drive. You just put your bags and go. You could also travel by motorbike. Traveling by motorbike here is extremely dangerous, especially when you get out on the big highways. And by the way, you can get out on the big highways here. You just can't be on the toll road sections of them. So you can get out with a motorbike and ride on the big highways here in Thailand. You just can't be in the toll sections of them. That's the difference. So those are some things to keep in mind traveling. Traveling in Thailand is cheap. Also, airfare. Airfare is extraordinarily cheap here in Thailand. You're going to pay between probably $45 and maybe $150, depending on what season and where you're going for any domestic flight, for anything going around Thailand. And lots of times you can get flights out of the country and back for 150 USD. That's just been my experience doing the research on flights. Let me catch these comments back up here. Cody says, yeah, I talked about that. Let's see. Keith says you can only go to Saudi for approved reasons, work, business, pilgrim. Yep, I've heard that too. Hellfire says I'll be there the entire month of October. Cool, man. Happy Dog says, would you say Pattaya is a place to visit but not want to live, while Jomtien is a place to live, not to visit? Well, I would say everything is true except Jomtien. Visiting Jomtien is fun. All that's true, but just the last sentence for me, just for me. I'm only talking about me. I think it's a good place to visit, but I would only visit there like where I visited Pattaya. You know, I don't know, a whole bunch, many times. I would only visit Jomtien, you know, maybe, I don't know, 7 or 8 times a year, something like that. Cody says, so is Jomtien, the retirees, and Pattaya Central mostly the vacationer? Yeah, basically that's pretty much what it boils down to. If you go there, that's a lot of what you're going to see, and it's okay. It's pretty cool. Steve, what's up? I'm good. How are you, bud? Stephen Hardy says, can you recommend a travel van? Travel vans you will find at the bus stations most of the time. They will also have travel vans, or they will have travel vans located like right across the street or something. As in a particular van, I'm not sure. They offer also prearranged services, so you can prearrange your by telephone or text. You can prearrange your pickup at the airport, drive to wherever you need to go. There are drivers here that do this professionally for a living. That'll take you anywhere in Thailand for whatever their fee is. You can also hire private drivers to take you and anywhere you want to go. So that's another option. You can hire grab cars. Always another option. Just more and more. So let's see, where were we here? Hello, Aubrey. 88 says Jomtien is where the Flying Farang Club is. Actually, that's in Pattaya, I think. Would you call Jomtien a vacation destination? Sure, you could go there on vacation. I don't see any. I've been there on vacation. Last year in October, I spent a few days of my vacation there actually, and it was fun. I had a good time because there is stuff to do, and there is nightlife in Jomtien also. By the way, guys, there is nightlife there. It's just not nearly as abundant as it is in Pattaya. Sass says, sounds like a retirement community. Well, that's the way it sounds, but really once you get there and you kind of get settled in a little bit, you'll find out that it is pretty much like a retirement community, but it's not like just a bunch of old people that, you know, you're gonna make mad if you say something or do something or something like that. People are fairly nice in my experience. Happy Dog says, do not get in vans with more than 12 seats. Absolutely, I 100% agree with that. Yeah, 88, that's correct. Keith says, happy, why too crowded? It's dangerous and to get in a van with more than 12 seats. It's dangerous. BB says, Jeremy, where's the best place to exchange money? At the airport, Bangkok or Pattaya? I'm not the best at exchanging money, but I would say that, is it called TT Exchange? I think that's what they call it. They usually have the best rates, and I believe that they are in the airport, I think. Cody says, oh, best make in Thailand. That's a retiree can trust. You know, if you want to be able to transfer money back and forth from the United States, you're probably going to need an account with, is it the Bank of Bangkok or Bangkok Bank? Hang on. I got an account with a couple banks here in Bangkok. I'll tell you in just a second. Let me look. I can't remember. Bangkok Bank. They have a office in New York, so they have an American routing number that you can transfer stuff here. I can't get it to work, but everybody else can. Don't ask me why. Let's see. So I would definitely recommend that bank for sure. Thomas says, as for me, I would never ride a motorbike or even ride on a motorbike taxi anywhere in the kingdom. Oh yeah, by the way, motorbike taxi is another form of transportation that I forgot to mention, which is commonly used in places like Pattaya, especially to get from places like Jomtein to Pattaya. Happy Dog says, I live an hour from Pattaya and have been one time during the day. Tommy says, great live stream. This should many newbies. This should help many newbies, I think. Purple Norple, yes. Should help many newbies. Gotcha. Does your SSI check go straight to your account? First of all, you can't live outside the country and get an SSI check. You can get an SSDI check if you live outside the country, but I don't have either. Neither one of those. I don't have either one of them. So you, for asking that ridiculously implied question, can go away forever and ever. Because that was just stupid. Happy Dog says, Thailand passed a law about number of seats. They were squeezing people into seats and having drivers spend up to 12 hours a day driving prior to law changes. 3 years ago, terms of action. Okay, there you go. There's your reason. They say that the Thai government is trying to change Pattaya to a family-friendly city. They've always said that. And I maybe, yeah, Tommy, that was a troll. I don't know. For those of you that don't know, a lot of people used to speculate that I was on disability and all this other stuff, and I was getting all this money from the government and all that crap, and it's simply not true. I don't draw disability. I do not draw disability from the United States of America. So, anyway, Pattaya is great. Jomtien is a good place to retire. It's quieter, it's peaceful, the beaches are better, the swimming's better. The swimming, don't want you to think I talked too fast and said the swimming is better. Pattaya is going to be your destination for tons of nightlife and tons of partying. Yeah, troll. Jeff says, I'm checking out Hua Hin in September. There seems to be a fair amount of expats enjoying that area along with Cham. Just a ferry ride from Pattaya and train ride to Bangkok. I see Pattaya as Vegas. Nothing wrong with that comment, Jeff. And I've heard Hua Hin is a good place for sure. I've never been, but I've heard it's a pretty cool place. And you can actually take a ferry from Pattaya to Hua Hin. I think it takes like an hour and a half or something like that. And you can get all kinds of different seats. I think they have like the lower level than the VIPs and that kind of thing. Happy Dog says it took 30 years before Fort Lauderdale to change from college hangout to family friendly. That's true. Thoughts on Hua Hin? Yeah, I think it's a place I definitely want to check out, and I've heard a lot of good stuff about it. Tommy says, Jeff, I feel the same way. And Happy Dog says, Hua Hin is very nice, smaller beaches, reasonable rents, and hotels are very nice. See, that's why I like having you guys. Some of you guys have been here a long time, and you guys really know the country better than I do, and that's a good thing. That's why I like having you guys on. Cody in Texas says, beach is clean in Jomtien. Yes, I've heard very dirty in downtown Thailand. What is downtown Thailand? But I see many vids on locals swimming there. Yeah, they do, but it's just not a good idea to swim in the beach in Pattaya. Just not a good idea. Troy says, hey, DoMoreLife. I have not caught a live stream in a while. Good to see you. Good to see you too, Troy. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it very much. Gunnery Sergeant says, just stumbled upon your channel. Well, cool, man. Glad. Stick around. Cody says, downtown Pattaya, I meant. What was your question about that? Beaches? Yeah, the downtown Pattaya beaches, I would not recommend that you swim in those beaches for any reason. Gunnery Sergeant says, very informative. Thank you, sir. We do our best to provide information on here. That's what we try to do anyway. Geo says, Wahin is where the millionaires retire to their villas. That very well may be true. I can't wait to go over there and see it, to be honest with you. Cham is great as well, lower key than Wahin. I've heard that about Cham, and it's closer to Bangkok. Gunnery Sergeant says Paris Island here. Okay. Happy Dog says Wahin was Ramanand's home city. That's interesting. I didn't know that. DEFCON 1. Hey, Jeremy, how's it going? It's going great, man. Hope it's going good for you. We're having an awesome live stream. We've covered Jomtein versus Pattaya. We've covered what else? We covered transportation, different means. Gunnery, welcome to the family and thanks for your service. Absolutely thanks for your service. Ron says Nakula better than Jomtien or Jomtien better to retire, beach cleaner than Jomtien. I don't know about Nakula. I've never been. To travel to Vietnam on boat from Pattaya, do you need your passport? I don't even know how to answer that question. Simplified, thanks. Of course, welcome, very welcome. 88 says, what's the best dentist to go to in Pattaya? I would recommend the Dental Design Center. They're pretty good. There's a few more places around that area. The truth is, there's a ton of cosmetic dentistry available throughout Pattaya and Thailand, and there's your regular dentist and everything else. You really just have to find one that you like, that you feel comfortable with. And these guys are professionals. They're professionally trained and they know what they're doing. Cody says, I know you can own a condo but not land in Thailand as a U.S. resident. Is there a difference in a villa? Happy Dog, you know anything about that? I'm not 100% sure. DEFCON 1 says, yeah, it could be better. Tore my shoulder, rotor cuff, just chilling with an ice pack, watching your stream. Sorry about your shoulder, man. Thanks for watching the stream, though. JJ says, there is no point in owning because rent is so cheap. Happy Dog says, if the villa is part of the condo complex, then you can own, okay? Gabriel, you cannot buy a villa. So we have conflicting opinions here. JJ says rent is cheaper than upkeep of a permanent residence. That may be true. Troy says I like BIDC dentist. There you go. There's another recommendation. Thank you for that, Troy. Gunnery says I am an amateur dentist. I specialize in tooth extractions. I'm not even going to ask you what that meant. Sass says owning is a ball and chain. Okay, so it sounds like we're wanting to stay away from owning stuff here. JJ says you can rent a luxury condo for $370 a month. He's talking about USD, I'm sure. Pointless to buy, he says. Siam says careful with dental service, might end up indentures. I hear you, bud. What did I say? Jordan Cosmetics believes. This is Patrick here. You have been an inspiration for me, my man. Thank you so much and hope to continue this path. Well, thank you, sir. I very much appreciate it. Very much. Always love positive feedback. Always. Thomas says Americans must file 1040, can get SS deposited into any bank. Can get SS deposited into any bank. No, you can get your SSDI deposited into any bank, or your Social Security retirement into any bank. But you cannot be out of the country more than 30 days and collect SSI. Yes, Americans must file a 1040 tax return, and you pay Thai taxes too, but for me, anyway, maybe it's the teaching profession, I'm not sure, but for the first 2 years, I don't have to pay any Thai taxes. And I didn't owe any taxes on the money that I made here in Thailand to the U.S. because it's looked at as some some kind of provision. I'm not a tax specialist, guys, so that's really not my area of expertise. Happy Dog says, if you pay a monthly condo fee, you can own. Well, there you go. Cody says, I'm going to rent, LOL, just wondering. JJS says, no reason to buy a condo. The construction is bad, so they go down in value, cracks, etc. Mike, last name, I'll be going to Bangkok in September. Can't wait. I bet you can't, man. Bangkok's awesome. That was the first place I lived when I got here. Thomas said, Happy Dog says, Thomas, one other fun fact for U.S. Americans, we must also file a separate form to show how much we have in foreign banks if they're over 10,000 U.S. dollars. Very true. Which is why I don't have to file that form. Because if I ever have more than $10,000 in a bank, I'll feel like a rich man. JJS says, my brother bought a $60,000, or 60, I guess it's $60,000, or I don't know if it's baht or dollar, condo, and after only 5 to 6 years had a huge crack, and I wouldn't buy in Thailand. Okay, one place I rented was only $170. Ty is going to tell you how to do it right here. Start a Thai company, buy land, build 4 properties, rent 2 out, sell 1, live in the 4th. Investment can be returned 100%. Choose builders and location wisely. That's why this guy has a ranch. Start a Thai company, buy land, build 4 properties, rent 2, sell 1, live in the 4th. That's genius, dude. Like that's I wish there was some way I could can I copy that comment or something? I'm trying to see. No, I can't copy it. But that's a really good idea, Ty. Sass says, did I hear that right? Americans can't collect SS retirement outside of America. It can't be right. That's not what I said. That is not what I said. Let me say it again. I said you can collect Social Security outside at any bank in Thailand, and you can collect Social Security Disability, SSDI, at other banks in Thailand or wherever you may be living, as long as the country the country is approved by America. You can draw your Social Security. You cannot draw SSI. SSI, that is Social Security Supplementary Income. That's for people that are just out of work, out of the blue, that need. These are the people that make $500, $600, $700 a month. You cannot be out of the country more than 30 days and receive that check. That's what I said. So I hope everybody understands. Of course you can collect Social Security in Thailand. That's what I just said. There are 50,000 Americans living in Bangkok alone. Thomas says, yes, Form 255, something exempt, 103,000 USD if you file. Happy Dog says, everything is on concrete here. You will always have cracks. Sass got it. 88 says, I want the DoMoreLife socks. Get them, man. Look, go to Teespring, guys, and go to my DoMoreLife store. I don't even care. It's not even about the profit margin. So small on there. It's not even about me making money. I just want to see people wearing the brand. I want the brand to get out there. That's what I'm looking for. Get some socks. Get some T-shirts. Get a few things and wear them. Send some pictures in. There's going to be a place for you to post your own pictures coming within the next, I would say, 2 to 3 months. So just, be prepared, guys. I told you there's some changes coming, and they're coming. I promise. JJ says, my mom used Medicare at the hospital in Bangkok. That very well may be true. Medicare, I don't know about Medicare, man. I don't know. I'll just have to take your word for it on that because I'm not 100% on that. I do know the only insurance that I'm aware of that can be used in Thailand is certain types of Blue Cross Blue Shield. But if you do like I did and get an $1,100 accidental and major health insurance policy that covers you for an entire year with a 0 deductible and basically covers everything up to $1 million baht, then you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Let's see. Van Queen says, JC, what was the name of the apartment complex you lived in Bangkok? I have no idea, and they have changed the name since then because I tried to contact them once and I couldn't find them because they changed the name. Couldn't tell you, man. Sorry. Waxing my ears. Yeah, no problem, Sash. Understood. I get it. I get it completely. Gunnery says, I'll buy some shirts. Do it to it, man. Do it to it. Send me some pictures of you wearing them. We'd love to put them on in the Facebook group we have and on the Facebook fan page I have. That would be awesome. Happy Dog says, make it part of your vocabulary. I have no idea what you're talking about. DoMoreLife condoms. Not yet, but that is a thought. Siam says, do you sell white sunglasses as well? No, I do not sell white sunglasses. Not yet, not currently. I don't have those. I want to get hats, guys, but I got to get a designer, like a logo designer, to get the hat done. Or graphic designers are what I'm talking about, and I just have not had the time. I really haven't had the time. I work 40 hours a week. I work on YouTube projects and other side projects that I currently have going on for about 30 to 35 hours a week. So I'm putting in, 75 hours a week just on work, which doesn't leave a lot of time for anything extra. Let's see here. Where was I? Happy Dog says, as in, I am going on vacation next week. I'm going to DoMoreLife. Gotcha. Yes, DoMoreLife, by all means. DoMoreLife condoms. Some may only see do more before fully covered. That's funny. Did you see your best friend? The No will soon be selling clothes inspired by you. In the I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I can imagine that. I can imagine a few things for sure. Ty says, also, if you borrow the money from Thai banks, leverage, which is ridiculously cheap to do so, you don't have to use your own money to make money. Hey, that is a good question for you, Ty. What if you're a Thai on a non-immigrant visa, but you don't have a Thai wife or a Thai cosigner or anything like that? Can you still do that? Is it possible? Deborah says, have you been... All right, Deborah, that's just... You're going right there. That's ridiculous. Ty, please catch comments like that. Charles says, Jazz, I have a question for you at your messenger. Okay, when I get off the live stream, I'll check out the question. I'm currently on my cell phone, so I can't look at it. Cody says, what is main Facebook group you have? Link, I'll get you in there, Cody. Go to Facebook and friend me right now. Or go to Facebook Messenger and put the link to your profile. I'll send you a friend request because I don't think you can friend me. I think I have my friend settings turned off because I was getting like 100 a day and it was all trolls. Gonna leave that one out too. Sorry, Gunnery. BB says, I gotta go now. Thanks for the stream. Hope to talk soon. All right, BB. Thanks for sticking around, man. Key says, if you could do anything you want on a non-work day, what would it be? That's a great question, man. Probably parasailing. I really want to go parasailing again, to be honest with you. Ewan, good day. The hard-working DoMoreLifer. That's me, man. Kevin, thank you so much, so much for the super chat. Very much appreciated. Bye, Coconut. Love your stuff. I hear you, man. Thanks, Kevin. I really appreciate that for me. Happy Dog says to Keith, for me, it's sleep. Yeah, sleep is not something I get to do very much of anymore. But I have to tell you, when I do get the chance to sleep, it really is nice. Very, very rarely do I get that chance though. So it is what it is. I want to tell you guys, everybody. First of all, thanks very much, Ty, for moderating. You did a great job. I really appreciate all your help. Really appreciate it. It's under my name, Cody, Jeremy Clodfelter. Clodfelter. And it's the one that's got a picture of me holding a camera under my chin like this. That because there's several pictures, or there's several accounts. I want to tell you guys that I really genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate the super chats very, 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 very much. And I also appreciate everybody coming out and making a conversation and having a dialogue, because that is actually what this channel is here for, and that's what the live streams are here for, are to present a dialogue for you guys and to open up a conversation. Don't forget before you leave to hit the thumbs up button if you like this content, if you enjoyed it. If you really enjoyed it, then share this content, and I would greatly appreciate that as well. Thanks, Tommy. I appreciate that. Aubrey says, have a good day, you too. Everybody have a fantastic, fantastic day. I will do that. Happy dog. I'll check my email. No problem. The less sleep you get, the more you can do. Yeah, but not for me. I got to have sleep to be able to do those things. That's my problem. So thank you guys very, very much, as always, to the community at large. I love you guys, and I really appreciate you. I will see you on the next one. Take care.